Well, good evening, everybody. Today I'm here in the process of installing my new Kelly Shoe Flats system designed to work seamlessly with the Shure Beta 91A boundary microphone, which goes in the kick drum. And it comes with this really great installation isolation system, as it were. And I'm installing it into my new Canopus Yaiba Birch 24 kit, and I've got the first two hooks in place. I'm going to put this next two in, and know that I threw my back out this morning, so I'm moving around kind of like a cripple. So if you see me hunched over or wincing in pain, that's why. As you may well know, being a drummer comes with sort of a lifetime of back pain, of chronic back injuries, and today is no different, certainly. And so, yeah, I just kind of woke up with a really tight back, and then within an hour, my back literally just like seized. Lower back, right side, always the same place, always the kick drum leg, always that side of my body. Went to the doctor, they gave me some painkillers or whatever. There's not much they can do except, and they're there telling me not to lift anything heavy. That'd be nice. Yeah. Too bad I have a gig tomorrow that I need to schlep an entire drum kit to the venue and back again. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I was able to pack the car this evening, so at least it's loaded. I was able to take my time and just be careful. But yeah, I'm moving kind of slow today, so that's what's going on in my world. Hopefully you guys are feeling better. Definitely do all that you can to take care of your back, even if you're at a young age, because it does creep up on you. I'm 48 years old, and it doesn't get any easier. My advice is don't get old. Okay. So back to this installation here, and hopefully this angle isn't too awful. But so let's see here. So the idea is that you take out one of the lug screws from the shell, from inside. You gain access to the inside of your shell, and then you take one of these lug screws out from the outermost part of the drum. And what you do then is comes with these little rubber O-rings and these little leather straps that have holes on either side. And so what we're going to do is just wrap the strap around the ring and insert the lug screw through the hole here. Oh, the loop came out. And other side. And this is really, it's not a difficult process at all, but it's a little bit of a pain. But it will be so worth it once it's done. Okay, so I'm just screwing it in there. Okay, it's all the way in. And now, where is the hole? Oh, it's right here. Okay. And I'm actually going to make sure that it's pointed the right way. There we go. Okay, that one's done. One more to do. So I actually have these Kelly shoe mounts installed on all of my kick drums that I perform live with. And even some that I don't perform live with. Like my Tomo Walnut Birch. I have yet to do a live gig with that kit, but I installed one anyway, thinking that I was going to do a live gig with it. That was my original intent for buying the Walnut Birch. But that hasn't happened yet. And I don't really plan on using that drum kit live, so that's just mainly a studio kit. It never leaves the house. The only other kit that well, there's two other kits. The Bop kit, I don't have one installed because I don't think it's kind of appropriate sound for an 18-inch bass drum that's wide open. And then the only other kit that I have that's of that nature that stays at the house is my Camco LA kit. Because again, I don't really bring that out of the house hardly ever. Only special occasions. Oh man, my back. Oh, that hurts. Okay. All right. Okay, that's installed. Now, they're nice and tight, they're snug. The hair in my mouth. So, now all we gotta do is wrap the loops around these little hooks here, and our bass drum mic will be suspended in place. Let's see here if I can do this. The bass drum is in the case. I kept it in the case just to protect it. It's been more of an annoyance than anything. All right, so I'm wrapping it around the loop there, and I'm gonna wrap it around the loop here on the corner. Ow, come on. Okay, let's go to the back one next. Come on now. There it goes. And the last one. Oh, gosh. All right, there we go. Bam, it's installed. And I don't know if you can see that. I will tilt the drum. See that? That's not moving anywhere. No, it does come with these little sort of tacks. These little guys, and there's a little hole where you slide it in here, and it prevents the mic from ever slipping out, let's say during a show or during transport. So you just put these in, boom, and now the mic's not going anywhere. Now, last but not least, don't forget to buy one of these. It's a 3-foot XLR cable. And I'm gonna need scissors to cut this open, because I like to include have a cable that's like attached already, and I'll show you why in a second here. Oh, one more. All right. Darn things. Okay. Okay. So, and even better if you can get an L, like an L-shaped XLR, because if you have a really shallow bass drum, sometimes the cable can be touching the drum head. See how it kind of stands out like that? So you really have to sort of tuck it in. What I like to do is take the cable and wrap it around the suspension a little bit, just to make sure that it doesn't protrude to touch the bass drum head. Now I'm going to reinstall the bass drum head, and oh, my back hurts so much. And you'll see, bam, see here's the cable, it sticks right, goes right through the porthole here. And that way, usually I clip it on to the head, to the hoop, or to a lug here. That way, whoever's running sound doesn't have to reach into my drum through the porthole to try to attach an XLR cable, which can be difficult because the hole is so small. I mean, I can barely fit my fist through there, and I have pretty small hands. So if you have some big burly sound guy who can't fit his hand through the hole, I mean, you're not going to be able to hook up the mic. So including this little 3-foot cable is paramount, I'd call it. Let me make sure this head is on correctly. Of course, I can't even see the label. Okay, there it is. Oops. Okay, it looks right. Okay. So now all we do is we just reattach the lugs here and tune the drum back up. Put some more tension on the front bass drum head here, and we'll be good to go. Okay, so unfortunately I forgot an important step, and that is, before I put the front bass drum head on, I wanted to put something inside the drum to dampen the bass drum. So I took the front head off again. I was almost done tuning it, and I realized. And so what I have here now is, I don't know if you can see this, but there's like a small tablecloth style, like a cloth style cloth in the drum, and I taped it in there, and it's just touching the batter head, so you can see it down at the bottom there. And get my little mallet here just to test it out. And I think it sounds really good, and it sort of reacts with the head when it's with the impact. It sort of like comes off the head and then comes back on. So it's almost acting like a gate in a way. So yeah. Now, final step is to put the front head back on and tune it up and see what we have for sound. All right. All right, so after trying the packing blanket inside my new Canopus Yaiba 24 kit, I put the packing blanket inside the bass drum. It's a very large packing blanket, thick. It was nestled very tightly underneath the Kelly Shoe mic suspension system. And as you can hear, it's a very tight sound, and it's a little too tight for what I'm looking for having such a big drum, 24-inch. I want the drum to be a little more boomy and bombastic, have a little more low end and less tight, less choked, let's say. So I'm hoping that I have this now, and you're probably wondering, well, what's inside there? Is it a pillow? No, it's not necessarily a pillow. I'm going to open it up here, hopefully without puncturing anything. Okay, and you're going to see what I have. This is a... Jeez. Ah. Is it all plastic, or is there actually something in there? There we go, finally. All right. This is the Sonitis all-in-one kicker. Oh, this is the 22-inch version, so I need the... So I bought two of these, and I bought one for my 22-inch bass drum, and the other one is the 24. So let me get that one open. I have to slice my hand open. Okay. Boom. There we go. 24 by 14. So the idea behind this Sonitis kicker is that you buy the correct one corresponding to your bass drum size, and it's designed to fit exactly into the drum with the correct curvature of the drum and the correct depth of the drum, thereby touching both heads. And what you can do is, to open it, you can take portions of the kicker out to adjust how much or how little you want the drum to be muted, or dampened, if you will. Muted is the wrong word. Ooh, a little sticker, cool. And some kind of a Velcro thing. I don't know what that's all about, but yeah, what's cool about this is there's even a channel on the top where you can actually nestle, if you have an SM Assure Beta 91A like I do, and you don't have a Kelly Shoe system installed for your microphone installation inside the drum, you can actually just nestle the 91A fits right into this slot here. It's meant to anyway, allegedly, and it won't like move or rock or, you know. So you see these circles here. You can actually take these out, like they come right out, and you can, so it'll dampen less of the drum than the drum head on either side. So yeah, we're gonna check it out. So which one do you think is better? The packing blanket or the sonitis or sonatus, however you say it? Personally, I like the sonatus, 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 sonatus. Someone tell me how to pronounce it. Anyway, yeah, I'm keeping the sonitis bass drum kicker in the drum, and I really like the sound of it. I like the way, I like the feel of the head as well. The packing blanket really was just like a very much harder surface. And while that's good for some things, like digging the beater in the head, if you're doing that, and I do that from time to time, but it's a conscious decision when I do that. But I feel like with the kicker, with the sonitis kicker, it gives me, when I come off the head, there's enough low end sort of rumble, if you will, from the 24-inch kick that just boom, that it allows the drum to resonate a little bit more. Not uncontrollably, obviously, because the kicker's in there to control that rumble, and so that it doesn't get out of control, especially when you're in a big room going through a big PA system and there's big subwoofers and a lot of air moving. Sometimes that can be problematic when you have a big wide open bass drum just ringing every note you hit with the kick drum. So I think that this is going to tame it down enough that's in a good way. And as well, like I said, for me, not only do I like the sound of it, but I also like the feel of it on the pedal. So there you go. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Let me know, if you have a preference, if there's one that you think is better than the other, or if you have some other option that you go with for your default bass drum muffling, if you will. All right. Thanks so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check me out at patreon.com/BrianZach. Join me there for lots of lesson videos, tutorials, career advice, etc. And for drum lessons, privately, one-on-one lessons, go to brianzach.com and we can figure out how to make that work for you. All right. See you guys on the next video.